Have you ever found yourself lying in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, with your mind racing from one worry to another? Or maybe you're sitting quietly during the day, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a wave of anxiety washes over you. It can feel overwhelming, can't it? You're not alone. As we get older, life can bring unexpected challenges and uncertainties, and it's perfectly natural to feel anxious sometimes, especially after 70. Maybe it's about your health, your family, finances, or just that unsettling feeling of change that seems to come quicker than it used to. Whatever it is, it's important to remember that you're not powerless against these feelings. You have the ability to manage and even overcome anxiety. And today, I'm here to share 5 simple yet effective techniques that can make a real difference in your life. Now, I know it might feel like anxiety is just part of getting older, but that's not true. While it's common to feel more anxious as we age, it doesn't mean you have to live with it day in and day out. There are practical, down-to-earth strategies that really work. No complicated routines or unrealistic promises. Just simple, thoughtful changes that can help you feel calmer, more confident, and more in control. Let's start with the first technique, practicing mindful breathing. It might sound too simple to make a difference, but don't underestimate it. Anxiety often makes us breathe faster and shallower, which actually signals to the brain that something's wrong, making you feel even more anxious. Slowing down your breath, on the other hand, sends a calming message to your nervous system. The next time you feel anxious, try this. Sit down comfortably and place one hand on your belly. Breathe in slowly through your nose, allowing your belly to rise, and then exhale gently through your mouth. Imagine your breath flowing like a gentle wave, steady and soothing. Do this a few times until you feel your heartbeat slow and your body relax. It doesn't take long, just a minute or two can make a difference. Now, let's talk about the second technique, staying physically active. I know, exercise might not sound like the most appealing thing when you're feeling anxious, but it's truly one of the best ways to calm your mind. You don't have to push yourself too hard or follow a strict routine. Simply going for a walk around the block or doing light stretching in your living room can release endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that naturally reduce stress. Think about taking a walk in a nearby park, feeling the fresh air on your face, listening to the birds singing, and letting your thoughts settle. Just being in nature, moving your body, and focusing on your surroundings can work wonders for your mood. Plus, staying active keeps your body strong and your mind sharp, helping you feel more grounded and in control. Sometimes, when anxiety feels overwhelming, we tend to retreat, staying at home, avoiding social situations, or even isolating ourselves. But this brings me to the third technique, connecting with others. You might be surprised how much of a difference a simple conversation can make. Whether it's a quick chat with a neighbor, a phone call with a friend, or attending a community event, staying socially connected can give you a sense of belonging and support. You don't have to share everything you're feeling if you don't want to. Just being around people you care about and hearing familiar voices can lift your spirits and remind you that you're not alone. Anxiety has a way of making us feel isolated, but reaching out, even in small ways, can help break that cycle. Now that we've touched on these 3 techniques, it's important to remind yourself that progress takes time. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every little step you take toward feeling better. Each technique might seem small on its own, but combined, they create a powerful approach to managing anxiety and finding peace of mind. Now that we've talked about mindful breathing, staying physically active, and connecting with others, let's move on to the 4th technique, practicing gratitude. It might sound a bit cliché, but hear me out. Focusing on gratitude can genuinely change how your mind processes stress and anxiety. When anxiety creeps in, it tends to make us focus on what's wrong or what could go wrong. It narrows our perspective and traps us in a loop of negative thoughts. Practicing gratitude helps break that cycle by shifting your attention to the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small they may seem. You don't need to write an elaborate journal or make it complicated. Just take a moment each day, maybe when you're having your morning coffee or settling in for the night, to think of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as the warmth of the sun on your face, a phone call from a loved one, or even the comfort of your favorite chair. Allow yourself to really feel that sense of gratitude, even if it's just for a minute. If you'd like to take it a step further, try writing these thoughts down in a small notebook. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just jotting down a few words each day can make a big difference. Over time, you'll have a collection of positive moments to look back on whenever anxiety tries to take over. Now that we've covered gratitude, let's move on to the fifth and final technique: setting a routine. You might be wondering how something as simple as a routine can help with anxiety, but the truth is, our minds thrive on structure. When you have a routine, it creates a sense of stability and predictability, which naturally reduces stress. Anxiety often comes from feeling like things are out of our control. By creating a simple daily routine, you give your mind something reliable to hold on to. It doesn't have to be strict or overly detailed, just a few key habits that you follow each day. For example, you might start your morning with a slow stretch, take a walk after breakfast, spend time with a hobby in the afternoon, and wind down with some quiet reading before bed. Having these consistent, familiar activities can make your days feel more manageable and reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. Plus, it gives you something to look forward to. Knowing what's coming next helps your mind relax and feel secure. And don't worry if your routine doesn't go perfectly every day. Life happens, and it's okay to be flexible. The goal isn't to create a rigid schedule, but to build small, comforting habits that bring a sense of order to your day. So, there you have it, 5 simple techniques to help manage anxiety after 70. Practicing mindful breathing, staying active, connecting with others, focusing on gratitude, and setting a routine can all work together to reduce stress and bring peace of mind. Remember, overcoming anxiety doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that takes patience and self-compassion. Be kind to yourself along the way, and recognize the effort you're putting into feeling better. Even small changes can make a big difference when practiced consistently. Now, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you are stronger than your anxiety. You have the power to make positive changes and take back control of your well-being. Life after 70 is filled with opportunities to grow, learn, and embrace new experiences, and managing anxiety is just one step in that journey. As we come to the end of this journey, I just want to remind you of something important. You're not alone in facing anxiety. It's something that many people experience, no matter their age, and it doesn't mean you're weak or incapable. Quite the opposite. Acknowledging your feelings and taking steps to manage them shows incredible strength and resilience. The techniques we've discussed today, mindful breathing, staying physically active, connecting with others, practicing gratitude, and setting a routine, are all powerful tools that you can use to take control of your anxiety. The beauty of these techniques is that they're simple, practical, and don't require any special equipment or complex steps. They're about creating small, meaningful changes that add up to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. And remember, it's okay if some days feel harder than others. Progress isn't always a straight line. The important thing is to keep trying, even when it feels tough. Celebrate the small victories, like taking a few minutes to breathe deeply or calling a friend just to chat. Each positive step you take is a step toward reclaiming your sense of calm and confidence. Life after 70 can be full of unexpected challenges, but it's also a time of growth and wisdom. Embrace your experiences, learn from them, and don't be afraid to reach out for support when you need it. Whether it's talking to a loved one, joining a community group, or just practicing a little extra self-kindness, every effort counts. You deserve to feel peaceful and empowered, no matter your age. So, give yourself permission to let go of worry and focus on the present moment. Practice these techniques at your own pace, and know that you're doing something amazing by taking care of your mental and emotional well-being. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Your journey matters, and you're doing great by just being open to change and growth. If this video has been helpful, please let us know in the comments below. Share your thoughts, your own techniques, or any stories you'd like to tell. We'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on new content designed to help you live your best life at any age. Take care of yourself. And remember, you are capable of overcoming anxiety and embracing a more peaceful, joyful life. Until next time, stay strong, stay positive, and keep moving forward.